this. But does that count? Because he's very much a white dude, but most of the time,
Somebody hates Time Lords. Like somebody specifically hates
yes.
Time Lords and everything. Then yes, it's technically a hate crime.
I see. We got to the bottom of it. See, well, good discussion, and we got to
There
the
we
bottom of
go.
it. Good job, everybody.
I'm glad I recorded that whole thing.
Excellent.
Me too.
That's its own Patreon episode.
Nope, that's going on YouTube.
Oh no!
So is the title of the episode going to be Hate Crimes?
No, it's gonna be the final
It's gonna be this channel has been deleted from YouTube.
dabs. All right.
So good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good morning.
Doing
Pretty
good.
good. How about you?
You know, I've
She's
been
awake.
sick for the last week, and
Ah.
so trying to kind of get over it.
No.
Don't
It's not the Rona again, is it?
No, I think I got like a bug that was going around work or something.
Did you squish it?
I squished it good.
You squished the bug.
Mostly.
Oh no.
Somehow though, it's like okay. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
No, please,
You
while
had
we
to say.
record.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Not trying to get canceled.
It'd be funny though.
Here we
Nice.
are. Man, we've done 3 pages of stuff.
Yeah, we done 3 pages. Let's make it 4. Let's go.
The last time on the Marauder monsters from the north are pillaging the countryside, and secret super weapon project begin.
They're building weapon.
I had an idea on that super weapon. If it gets finished, if you want my input on that,
I take any and all input into consideration.
I'll send you a message on it.
I think it should shoot laser.
I've never seen a super weapon that shoots lasers before.
I know, it's pretty ingenuitive.
What if it could blow up a whole planet with one laser?
Okay. Let's not get carried away now. It has to still be feasible.
Let's make our own final boss. And it's just a guy operating the Planet Devastator and then pointing downward. He's like, I'll fucking do it.
Guys, she's right. It's got to be feasible, so I vote it'll take 6 weeks to complete it.
Wouldn't there be
It's already
risk
being
of,
worked on. It's been
Wouldn't
getting
there be
worked
a-
on for several weeks.
risk of chunks of Alderaan just flying into the Death Star after it explodes?
No. Shut up.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Okay, that's my idea. But you take it or leave it. You know, it's your idea. Or you could just be like, oh, it's ambiguous. We don't know what it does because it's a secret, smiley face.
Well, woo.
Okay, never say that again. All right,
What a woo.
Whose turn was it? It was Corey's, and right back around to me. Okay.
Back to you.
Today is
And
going to be
we're-
the day we roll back to you.
Are we in the new
Not
season?
yet. We got 2 more weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
That's what's being built. It gets up and walks away. Fuck.
Just immediately falls over. Oh, we never.
Why do
learned
we
how to
keep
make a
giving our
lightsaber
super weapons
creature.
legs?
Why do we always give them oddly human legs? Why does it have thighs?
Why do we keep giving it semi-sentience? What's up with that?
Okay.
That was a whole character's arc in an anime I watched years ago. He's like, I love robots, but legs and treads are the stupidest thing in the whole world. I'm gonna make a floating cube.
As you do.
That was his whole character arc. Also, 1 second, I'm getting a call.
Ah, this fucker. Alright. Let's draw the next card. If I can remember how to do that. Cool. 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs. Harvest is here and plentiful. Add an abundance, or cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove a threatening force from the map and the area. Okay.
All this crazy shit going on, and they're like, ah,
Also on
shit,
here.
the weather's bad. No, don't invade. We have to retreat.
What
That
if-
blood moon's very scary. We're leaving.
Okay.
If Hitler had done that, we'd all be in a different world today. So
So we have a couple of enemies. We have the Tech Society.
Hey, they're not enemies
Eh,
yet.
they're a little
They're
bit
just
enemies.
suspicious.
With John's thing that he did last week, they're a little bit enemies. We have the technology rejectors and the technology rejector acceptors.
I hate that so much.
Rejectors are understandably bad guys. I can't remember anymore.
All right, first
we
thing
have
that
the
happens
very
when soup.
the very
So the-
obvious
the-
monsters from the north.
The surviving technology acceptors are generally on the side of Peak Mountain. That's as it stands. If there's a technology rejector, they're at least pro Peak Mountain. They're no longer big tree.
Don't you mean technology rejectors?
No, like because like I think the lore is that they broke off into a civil war, and then the people who took the Peak Mountain side won, and then
Yeah.
that section broke in half again because people wanted to go look at the rock, and then other people wanted to just not do that.
There were
Damn it.
people that lived in the forest, and there were people that didn't really want to live in the forest, and then those people won against the people that wanted to live in the forest, and then there were people that wanted to live in the forest that also wanted to look at the rock, and those that lived in the forest that didn't want to look in the rock.
Yes.
I really hope at this point it's just a group of like 6 guys on each side.
It's like 12. Remember when we started with 84 people?
Yeah.
I
There's
think we should-
dozens of us.
I think we should-
Dozens.
I think we should populate, guys. I think I think having 5 distinct tribes of 4 people across this mile-long forest is a bad idea.
Okay.
I always forget. There's just like one person per new
Just
planet
saying,
now.
at this point, I feel like our genetic diversity is going way down.
I feel like
Not our diversity.
we've been attracting like more and more survivors as we continue because there's a lot here. But
Okay,
we
but
can-
the real question is, can we make hybrids with the goat people?
Corey
Anyway.
aggressively looking up goat waifus right now.
Animals and crates, man. You've been held for suspicious conduct.
Jeet is not guilty of this crime.
I don't know what we need as an abundance, but I don't want to
We need
drive
another
out the.
faction. We need another faction.
We
That's
need
not-
another super weapon.
Yes, we have an abundance of super weapons. What's our abundance list?
Wildlife, herd animals, magical crystals, dangerous intangible lizards, advanced technology, security, and food.
And we have robot pieces, and those are scarcities, robot pieces, old people, magic, and order. I kind of want to. So I made order, so it would feel kind of shitty if I was just like, oh yeah, that's an abundance now.
Alright, I'm back. So I'll go
You
here.
could work towards it.
What do we need? It's been
Because
so
apparently it's
long.
chaos right now with all the security we have.
We have the weapons, but we don't have the order.
No one wants to listen to the people in charge.
We should probably add we have an abundance of shelter anyway, because like
That not be security?
well, I think there's a kind of a difference. Like you can have guards stationed around a tent, like that's not really. But now we have like we've been doing building projects for homes and like we have the stone city that some people are decided to live in, and we have like the actual like walls that keep like we have like shelter now.
Trial and error with working with wood.
Yeah, that went well.
Well, if we had enough time.
Hey, if they hadn't been fucked over, tree would have surpassed Peak Mountain.
Had 30 events not happened to stop that tree from being built, it would have been a monument for the
I'm gonna-
ages.
I'm gonna say that we now, like, because of all the shit that we've been working at, and I think that it makes sense if we put magic back into abundance, because I don't know, does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the people of Peak Mountain, they have abundance of magic. That's kind of our main civilization, so
Seems
it
like
kind of
what the
makes sense.
common people want. It was just the council
Yeah, we just gotta overthrow the council.
that regulated.
I unironically believe that the game did not intend for the direction we went. We're supposed to be talking about like abundance of like wood or some shit.
yeah, maybe, but fuck it.
Oh, I know. The land has recovered. Building material is now in an abundance because big trees is being used.
You know what? I think that no, that's covered by building materials. Sorry, this turn's taking forever.
No, I'm just still waking up.
And I am so bothered that we have all this extra time together.
Good. You should be. We have abundance of gamers now.
In the chat?
No, they're all saying the gamer word.
Teal, we agreed. You cannot sit on this couch. Yeah.
Just chuck it.
I checked her into her bed.
Where a picture? I want live stream.
I'm currently trying to get one. She's currently exploring her environment. Okay, now she's sitting down. Now perfect for photo opportunity.
Do you think? Man, maybe I should just do the enemies. This one's hard. I'm gonna say that we have an abundance of crafters. Because now that there's like safety and like housing, and we're getting more people in, and like we've kind of started to enter a renaissance where it's like we have reliable sources of food, we have reliable sources of shelter, we have like security. Like I think that makes sense, right? Stop me if I'm wrong.
That sounds good. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at this picture of the dog, and if he was rolled up in that dog circle position, I would mistake him for a bagel instantly.
So I think more and more crafters start to make their way into the city, or not make their way.
Craftsman.
Yeah, craftsmen, crafters, people who craft, people of craft, Lovecraft. Next project. And then I can do, what is it? It's been forever. A project, a discussion, or a question. No.
Project discovery or meeting.
Okay. I'm gonna make a project that the council is going to start working at reestablishing law and order. The TV show. And
It was my favorite before the apocalypse. I gotta get it back.
I'm gonna say that takes 4 weeks. Because
Yeah.
they're running like a whole campaign about it. Where's my... There it is. Okay. So... two... three... Was it? Okay. And that means the crystal barrier goes down. I believe that was Stephanie's project? Yes? No?
The barrier?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was hers.
Stephanie?
Barrier, Stephanie's barrier.
Sorry, guys. David was asking me something. What's up?
We'll beat the shit out of him.
Maybe later. Off the recording.
Okay.
His screams will ruin it.
So projects tick down. So the crystal barrier's finished. What does that look like?
Yeah, so basically there are these, like, for lack of a better term, there are these pylons made of crystals at like regular intervals around the city, and it's not quite visible. It's kind of like, you know, like a heat haze, like when it's really hot and the heat's coming off the asphalt and it kind of makes that like miragey look.
Mm-hmm.
There's that kind of a thing around the border of the city. So anything like like at first it was meant to, you know, just be the lizards, but basically like anything I'd say like invisible within the city just doesn't work. So like you can't like cast invisibility, you can't like whatever those crystals do, it just makes like the unseen seen.
Okay.
Nullifies.
It's gonna make spellcasting hard in the city. Okay. I like it.
Well, I mean, not all spells, but
invisibility.
Invisibility.
The big getaway spell.
Something that maybe, I don't know, intangible lizard people might use.
But yeah, but like whether it's mechanical or it's magical or whatever it is, like for some reason these crystals, like the magic that was used to build this particular barrier, just makes it impossible to be invisible in the city.
Nice. All right, next up is Travis. For
That's
the
me.
final week of autumn.
Gulp.
I pulled the card and then immediately forgot what it was. Okay. The community works constantly and as a result the project finishes early, or a group goes out to explore the map more thoroughly and finds something that has been previously overlooked. What is it?
Finish a project or free discovery. See, we have super weapon, law and order, the rock observers.
I noticed there are some counters on things that haven't gone down yet. There's one next to the magic meteor, the challenging projector acceptors.
No, I turned that down on the
Okay.
on the end of my turn.
My bad. Okay, thank you. I don't know what those are for though.
I didn't bring down the law and order one because I did that on my turn.
Okay.
I already knew what my discovery was going to be for my turn, so I'm just like, do I do double discovery? Or do I just finish a project and be nice? Or to myself even.
You could do 2 discoveries, or you could do your discovery that you were going to do and then start a project on your turn.
That's true. That is true.
You were finishing you though.
My possibilities are limitlessly endless.
Thank you for the commentary, Stephanie.
Alright.
Sorry, Judson came to pay me a visit.
He wants to sit on my lap. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Let's see. I'm worried she'll see my Dark Magician Girl plush as a toy, so I'm just like keeping an eye on it.
You fucking weeb.
Oh god, I'm so sad. I finally got like a nice paycheck. I'm stable. My credit card had a nice security policy on it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy this weird thing online that I want. It's a figure, and it was the
Hell
Sigmire Nendroid that you linked a while back, and I missed the window.
No.
I was so mad. I was like, no.
So I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna end a project early, and I'm gonna end the Magic Meteor project early. because they are so interested
They're so
um
devout.
in they're so devout to this meteor, and the meteor appreciates this. So yeah, for the card, I'm gonna end project early.
Okay. What does that look like? Oh,
So it's all agreed. It's like, all right, we're gonna go for the benefit of the society. We're gonna go investigate this really cool meteor. That one time, I saw a guy turn it inside out and backwards and start rambling going to the forest. So it seems pretty powerful. So they sent their best squad of smart question mark people who believed in the rock. And the result of it. Okay, Tila was going under the couch.
bye, Tila.
She's like, see you later. I'm going in the gear. It's like, no, not allowed in there.
So amazing how like things that you try to protect try their best damnedest to kill themselves.
Truly, it's like, why do you do this to me? Yeah. So, what happens is it goes okay, but also definitively not good, because they lose a couple of people. They're contained. But they have a couple of inverted people now, so the small faction got a little smaller.
Inverted.
But on the bright side, what also happened was kind of like the council. There was a select few who seemed to have gained favor with the with the meteor, and they have some kind of influence over the unfortunate unfortunate few. So while very sketchy, there seems to be a new just kind of power source, semi confusing weapon, kind of, so to speak.
Okay.
So just a lot of flavor has been added to the people going down into the forest. But it's not like it's made them. They're like keeping it so like no one can just walk up and poke it. Kind of like they're taking it serious, but it's hard to not notice like the runes and shit they have painted on their faces, because they're just like, no, this is part of the study material, and it's very it's very shady. And that's
But
that.
I've
And
always looked like this.
And then for my regular turn, I'm going to make a discovery, as previously said. That's my plan.
Okay.
And I'm gonna draw in like the northwestern corner, but a seemingly sprouting village of the monsters from the monster people from the north has been spotted, like slowly developing nearby. Not nearby, but like
You mean the evil
closer.
monsters that are
Yeah, the
killing
evil
people, or the
ones.
goat man?
The evil monsters.
Okay.
There's like there's a spotted settlement.
Oh no. All right. Write your notes. I'm going to move that card into the used pile. And just because we're not just using this to be like, oh wow, isn't this a fun world building, but we're also like planning to play in this world. Stop me if I'm wrong. If you guys will allow it, there is a rule that if you pull the King of Winter, the Frost Shepherds arrive and the game just ends. Would you guys be okay if we modified that rule where it shuffles back into the deck on the first pull? And if we pull it again, after that, that's where the game ends.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Just a little house rule.
I believe in the heart of the cards.
Why did you draw the winter? King of Winter?
Watch me. Watch me.
I'll do it
House rule.
again.
So 2 options: either house rule or the game's over right now.
Okay. just because it seems like it, like there is the possibility of, oh, I pull it on the first turn. Crap. Okay, well, now what do we do? We've been here for like 15 minutes or 30 minutes, so we're done. Okay, bye.
Fungi, but
Forget about it. Okay. Who's first? Who's after Travis? That is
I
Stephanie.
think
Alright, Stephanie. Oh, projects go down by 1. I need to do that real quick. It's Law and Order is now at 3. Never mind. It is now at 3. The super weapon is now at 1. And I think that's all the projects that we currently have. Travis, don't forget to draw the picture of the village that you were discussing.
Yeah, I'm finishing my notes.
I'm gonna.
It's on my to-do list.
Okay.
I'm multitasking.
Stephanie. Ooh, the Ace of Winter. Let's see what that fucking means. Now is the time to conserve energy and resources. A project fails but gain an abundance. Or, now is the time for hurried labor and final efforts. A project finishes early but gain a scarcity. You're muted. I can't hear you. Stephanie? Is she in the call?
what's important is that we remembered her at her best,
Oh, no, she's
and that
not.
her death, while
There she
tragic,
is.
Hello?
should always be.
Hello?
Oh, dang it!
Can you hear us?
You're not invited to my funeral, John.
That was the plan.
I think it's important to remember
Wait.
her not as she were, but at the fact that she's given me all of her stuff.
Knowing you would make it like a fucking party or something. Wait, I actually like I'm
It
missing
would.
out.
My funeral's
No,
gonna fucking
no.
laugh. And everyone's getting like gift bags and shit. and
Well,
you're
the
getting
gift bags
wrapped-
have a little bit of my ashes in them.
only a little bit.
Only a little bit. Enough to be like, why is the inside this bag sandy?
Enough to let it be that I can haunt any one of your homes.
No, I love the idea that there's like supposed ashes just kind of everywhere. Like, why is this bag sandy? Oh God, is it? And it's not. It's just that the theme of the party is just it looks like your ashes are everywhere.
Why does the air taste like sand?
Okay, what projects do we have? The super weapon, Law and Order. What else? Is that it?
That's the only 2 projects.
I saved my meteor.
Which one do I want to fail?
So, what was Law and Order again? What was
They're just like reestablishing that there is law and order. Like right now it's been kind of chaos. There's been like protests in the streets, but this is them like, okay, we need to like
Getting
what do you call it?
reorganizing?
We need to reorganize it and negotiate. So this is them negotiating with like the protesters and stuff.
We're sending someone to negotiate.
So it's not like they're cracking down on and like beating the shit out of people in the streets so that they
Yeah.
can.
Stop resisting my negotiations!
So, I'm going to say it doesn't make sense though.
Who cares if it makes sense?
Scarcities, resources, advanced technology, security, food.
You can add a new scarcity.
Yeah. I'm just trying to determine what that would look like. What are we?
We have a scarcity of religion.
I really want to finish the super weapon early because
Because you
That
want to
sounds
know what that
awesome.
is.
Yes.
It's a super weapon. How could you not?
It's a secret super weapon. Nobody knows exactly what it
but I
is.
don't know. I don't know. Help me out here, guys. What scarcity could we
You're
have?
not supposed to ask for help. You can't ask for help. I'm kidding.
What about a
I'm being
Damn it.
scarcity? What about a scarcity
Let
of
me go. Let me pull up the list here.
of depression?
Gonna add scarcity or of reduced mental health. Oh, great.
A scarcity
Wonderful.
of mental health. It is winter.
Winter
It's
is
A,
seasonal
coming.
a
depression.
scarcity of winter bays.
A scarcity
Maybe
of hot
for
pants.
maybe scarcity of food production because winter is coming. Like it's
Yeah,
killing our
actually-
crops.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, we can say that. Yeah, we'll go with that. So the super weapon finishes early, but our crops are having some problems with the winter weather, and so there's a scarcity of food at the moment.
Okay. Go ahead, write that down in your notes. While you do you want to start a project, make a discovery, or hold a discussion? And I'll just add a
Let
low
me.
to food production.
So we'll. I don't know. There's like so much going on.
Yeah.
We discovered that the lizard people are in the haunted caves. Yeah.
There are a mutant variant that live in the caves.
They're the ghosts.
That turned out to be the ghosts.
It's haunted by lizards.
Haunted by lizard people.
Haunted by lizard. I forgot about
That's the name of my album. Haunted by lizard people.
It's just them wearing like ghost costumes and stuff.
Them wearing the T-Rex
Um,
inflatable outfits, but have bed sheets over them.
So we were trying to scare you out of these mines. You're lizard people. You already could have done that. Why did you dress up?
Well, we're not scary to each other, so why would we think you'd run away from us?
We're so racist. Don't you know this?
That's why they're dressed as ghosts and carrying torches.
Oh no!
Back to the
Torches
hate
underground.
crimes.
That's carbon monoxide.
That's what we
poisoning.
call a full circle.
So I want to start a project.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to be like I know this is kind of becoming a bit of a like majocracy, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But now with
Rejectors.
like the increase in like craftsmanship, because of like the Renaissance and all of that, I'm gonna say that there is like a merchant class that is now kind of gaining power. And so there's going to be a project to now create like a faction to kind of represent the mercantile class.
Okay. So there's like the upper class, which is like all the like magical people and the crafters. Like the most powerful like magic users and the crafters, and because it's like based off of meritocracy, and then like sort of middle class that is like all the merchants and like people that like own their own storefronts and trade and all that stuff.
So basically there's now like there is a middle class. Like there, you know, it was like the mages are in power and
then
everyone else
did whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, and so now there's like a solid middle class where they are, you know, building up basically to gain power, and so it is kind of shaking
Maybe-
things up a little bit. So
Okay,
I'll
maybe
say
they
that'll
got-
probably what like 2 weeks. Fair.
Yep. 2 weeks. I would actually
Everyone
argue
know-
that that's more of a discovery than a project. But if you think that it would be like, no, they're working at getting it set.
I would say it is probably like I the only reason I say project versus discovery is that I feel like there's probably going to be, it's not just like, oh, here's this group of people who now have money. It's they are working towards getting like representation.
Okay, so
in
it's
government.
not that there's a discovery that there's a merchant class. It's more of
No.
the merchant class that has now been established is working on like getting a merchant's guild going.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
They're trying to like now become more organized.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'd say 2 weeks. Have fun figuring out how to draw that.
Everyone knows America developed its middle class within 2 weeks.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course. Based.
We asked. Declaration of middle class, and we seceded.
I declare bankruptcy!
I declare it.
Okay. Go ahead and write your notes, and I'll get us set for the next turn, which is gonna be John.
I think
And-
you're forgetting something.
Am I?
The
Oh.
super weapon is
Oh,
now
that's
fully
right.
operational.
Stephanie, while you write your notes, Corey, what does the super weapon look like?
So originally, I was thinking, hey, that kind of looks like a Death Star because he got the barriers around the sides there. Just put one at the very tippy top, and it'd be like mana laser, that or like a giant lightning rod. But I like the suggestion you made, where maybe there's like a kind of like a ring of asteroids, or you know how Saturn has the rings of rocks around it. Is that an asteroid belt?
That's an
It's not
asteroid
an
belt.
asteroid belt. Is it?
Yeah, it's a belt.
Okay.
There's some like very small asteroids, but there's also like big asteroids that are part of it.
Yeah. So what it does is pretty much each of these like barriers channels the power into the central crystal in the super weapon. It shoots up and grabs a rock that's floating in space and yeets it like an orbital drop.
What?
So just dropping rocks from space.
Nice.
Rock dropper.
Rock drop.
So we're probably gonna have a lot more magic meteors.
Ooh, that I like. That's good.
Okay.
It's like a loot box yellow gold chance to get another magic meteor. It's gotcha luck.
Have you played Genshin Impact?
Nah, I was
Okay.
meaning to for a while, but then I never did.
Like the loot box you open for that is literally like a shooting star kind of deal. So that's what that made me think of. Just is it gonna be an? I hope so.
But you just hear the Sephiroth theme. Uh-oh!
Go ahead, Corey. Do me a favor and write your notes on the super weapon on Stephanie's week for winter, and I'll get started on John's turn. Oops. John,
Yes.
you pull the Jack of Winter? Yes, the Jack of Winter.
That's fine. That's a fair card. I like
boy.
that card. I
Oh
don't know what
boy.
it is.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I hate it. Why do you always get the fucking weird cards?
Oh no!
You can
Okay.
either kill everyone on the map or make a new crop.
So keep in mind that that COVID is a real thing. An infected outsider arrives seeking amnesty. They have some much needed resources with them. Choose one. Welcome them into the community. Remove a scarcity, but also introduce an infection into the community. Or bar them from entry. What scarcity could they have addressed? How does it need to become, or how does its need become more dire this week?
So, what are our current scarcities right now? I guess. Let me look at the map here.
Current
If you look at the
scarcities
Google Doc at the
are
top of the.
robot pieces, old people, magic, order, and food.
Bringing, you guys have such a low population that I'm just thinking how funny it's gonna be. I can picture old people scarcity by becoming old. Like,
Oh god.
okay.
What? Where's the option 3 where you kill the guy, burn his body, and take his stuff?
That's option 2.
No, you don't take his stuff. You still get the scarcity.
You just
No,
ban him.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say he doesn't have like a typical plague. He has a solution. Magic is still a scarcity. Like, I know we were talking about getting rid of that earlier, but nothing came of that, right?
Mhm.
He absolutely boasts that he has secrets in order to unlock deeper potentials of magic. That he
Okay.
could address that.
Okay.
I don't want to. I want to. Man, keeping him sounds nice. What was the other punishment? Let me. flip
So
the
you
window
welcome
here. It
them
was-
into the community. You remove a scarcity, but also introduce an infection into the community, or
Can't think of anything interesting infection wise.
you bar
Unless,
them
ooh,
from
I make it-
entry. What scarcity could they have addressed, and what does its need? How does its need become more dire this week?
As an interesting little tidbit wise here, because it's becoming the winter and whatnot, and there's like a merchant guild. The infection is that they're cut off from the ability to use magic. It's not one that ruins their health, but like that is ultimately detrimental in some way. Does that sound interesting?
It ruins their ability to do what now?
To cast or like utilize magic to a certain extent, like you become like straight up mundane.
Huh.
Okay.
But now there's an abundance of magic, so it's kind of a positive and a negative in there.
Okay. But there's all
And
it is the introduction of here's a way for you to use magic without needing the magic water. But
Or in
there's
some
a
way to
chance that you will
enhance-
get infected from my disease, stopping you from using magic.
Would you say that people know like what his disease is and when it ultimately ended up getting brought in, or just generally speaking, this is a slow burning thing in the now?
That's up to you.
I would say that it's some people are going to get hit with it and they're not going to know what it is. This is something kind of burning in like on the back end now. They
Okay.
would treat it like it's like a normal disease, but it naturally didn't work like that.
Are
Instead
there
of like
any
being like,
are there any signs of this disease? Like, is it like you catch it, you're suddenly cut off from magic, or is it you catch it and you start to lose your ability to use magic?
I
And
can start making
what
up
would
like
the signs of that
nuances
be?
of it and whatnot. Like the signs of it would be like, I would say like just a shift in like color of like either your eyes or something, or like certain like marks showing up in your skin tone, and it's a gradual decline before it's completely shut off. And we could say like for the most part, like these people would know enough about like, okay, he's got some kind of disease. We know how to handle like viral, bacterial, all these different kinds of things. So they would do the normal stuff of like, putting on masks, doing all the basic sanitary practices. But the nature of this magic is more arcane focused, so it's traveling like between whatever. Like, again, this is all made up. So you guys know the magic system more than I do. Honestly, I was not paying attention to a lot of it. It travels through that mean more.
I don't
Which
think we
was
have any
gonna-
hard rules for the magic system.
Yeah, so like, this is something far more alien in nature, in that it travels like from people's like aura or magic connection to themselves. It's not something you can just treat like a normal disease. It is straight up nearly unfathomable.
So
It doesn't spread super fast, I will say, but it's there and you can't get rid of it.
Okay. So you brought this guy into the community with taking away the scarcity of magic, but introducing the
Correct.
infection.
I would say the nature of like how he cures it is that he has like some implementations, like some foundational knowledge.
I
on
would
how to,
say
like,
it's if this guy has this disease, he obviously hasn't figured out how to cure it yet. So that is
Right.
going to need to be like someone else's discovery.
It's beetroot
Right.
juice.
But I would say
But
like
I hate
obviously,
beetroot juice, so I refuse to
just be
drink
like,
it.
hey, fuck you, guy, and then we shoot him, and then you take whatever resources he has on them. So it can't be a resource that like he's physically carrying. It has to be a knowledge he possesses. Like
Okay.
he's very, very much knows how to like extend the amount of magic utilization that's around the city. Like it's like using basically like fire to power steam engine as opposed to using like this is a jump, but like nuclear power, for example. Like there's a very much a difference in how effective the energy is being used.
Okay. Go ahead and write your notes, and I'll get us moved on to the next person. Oh, I'm sorry. That is your objective, or that's your card that you pull.
Yeah.
Now, what's your discovery, discussion, or project?
Project, could I say that like I want to apply it to something magical, like either like crystal mech production, like increases like tenfold. That's tenfold is a little bit too much, but do you know what I'm saying? Like something is increasing tremendously in the magical. I want to start a project that's utilizing the information he's put.
Depends on the project.
Um,
Like, I wouldn't want you to make a project that is the same project as someone else's.
Oh, okay.
Like that would just waste your turn for you.
I am open to hearing stuff.
Cool.
Shit. It's... Okay.
Right on.
Man, I got nothing here. Man, I'm running on empty.
Let's see. So I'll put our collective heads together. You could just discover something just zany and think about it later.
I mean, could you not start a project to cure that disease that you were trying to do?
No, that disease is there. I want to see what happens when like the biggest nerd can't use his nerd abilities anymore.
Pure
You know what now, nerd? Success.
I like that John, out of game, just introduced pathological warfare. He's like, yeah, no, this is your problem now. Someone else can make a project. I don't have any idea for what I want my project to be, but that's someone else's problem. They can use their project to do that.
I mean, that's part of the world. You can add problems and not solve them. That's just life sometimes. You can.
So
add,
really,
be
the
a problem
disease
out
guy that got in, it was because whoever John was controlling was like, yeah, I'm gonna let them in and tell nobody about it.
Yeah, that's what happens in these kinds of situations. The guy's like, "Are you bit by that zombie?" No. And then they start acting.
All right, come on in.
Yeah, get in here.
All right, what's your project?
Ah, shit. Discovering something sounds cool. Oh, just because. Well, so we were saying that like if the king of the frost, or what were they called, the ice shepherds?
Ice shepherds, frost shepherds.
Were you thinking of like announcing when that card gets drawn
Yes,
and then
I am.
put back in the deck? I was thinking, could we discover there's a prophecy of the ice shepherds coming, and that it will lead to the end times? Or
I think that
I personally, I would say
it's a
no.
little
'Cause that's
meta.
that's just
Because
like,
it's
this
not
game
like-
will end at some point.
it's not like, oh, the frost shepherds arrive, like they're an actual people. It's like, no, mechanically this is where the game ends.
the Ides of March.
yeah, but I want
White
these
Walkers
made up
arrive.
people to know that they're going to end. No,
I mean, you could just
okay.
put a prophecy of end times. You don't have to make it specifically tailored around the game rules. This is a blank canvas, my man.
All right.
You
I'll
can make
start
the
a
end prophecy.
project
You can make a prophecy that a freaking T-Rex with a gun is gonna kill it.
You spent, I want to say, you spent like 4 turns making a tree, my guy. Like, it doesn't have to be
That was
like
my
specifically
only original
tailored to the
idea.
quiet year.
Okay, all right. Here we go. All right. So
Another tree, you say?
a project is gonna start,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be gathering or discovering like more food, and that's what's gonna be optimizing current food stocks, making sure it's stored, making sure it's. And the attempt is to. Am I allowed to change the scarcity of something by like working towards this, for example?
Yeah. You can
Okay.
You can take scarcities away by doing projects
So-
to remove them. That's what I'm doing with the Law
The-
and Order.
Gotcha. So the project is going to be to handling the food, like how it can preserve, how it can be, I guess, canned or something, or
That has been a
allocated, but
problem
not-
since Game Start.
yeah. So now with winter on the end, it's like, oh man, we should have done this a while ago. It's like, yeah, that's gonna start.
Okay.
Um,
How long does that take?
that is a great question. I could say like 6 weeks. It's like, cool, when winter's over, we know how to handle food. But that's what I'm gonna need your input on. How long is it gonna take for
Let's say 3
these
weeks.
people to optimize their food resource and allocation, and how long can they do it having already been in winter?
I'd say 3 weeks.
3 weeks is good. I was thinking 2, so 3's right next to that.
It is right next to it.
Okay, I'm fine with 3.
And
Given
I'll
how long
just-
it's been postponed, yeah.
I'll just put that next to the current stored food project that we had.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn. Turns tick down. So trade union goes down by 1. Law and order goes down by 1. Go ahead and write your notes for me, please. Are there any other projects that I don't see? Nope. Okay. Next card. That is the 6 of spades. Whose turn is this? This is Corey's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Took me 3 times of playing this game, but finally got used to the turn order.
It's right.
Corey, 6 of spades. The time has come to consolidate your efforts and your borders. Projects located outside the settlement fail, and all
What?
remaining projects are reduced by 2 this week. Or someone finds a curious opportunity on the edge of the map. Start a project related to the discovery. I think all the projects we have inside are all the
In the
projects that we currently
settlement,
have are
right?
inside the settlement.
Like law and
so you
order.
can just cheese it.
trading. Yeah, I'm gonna cheese that.
He's cheesing.
Although, aren't they both gonna finish by the end of my turn anyway?
Yeah. So if you don't have any risk of of those failing, if you want to do something curious, if you just want to make a project
Something
on the edge of the map.
peculiar.
Start a project related to this discovery. Yeah, we can always use more projects. On the edge of the map, let's do a quick zoom me out.
And you can
Monsters
make
from
I
unknown.
think that there is you are making a new discovery,
Yeah.
and then you are creating a project about it, and then the rest of your turn happens. So it's not like you have to spend your turn to do a discovery and a project.
Okay, so
What a powerful
we
card.
have all this chaos going on down over here. I probably don't need to add to it. Let's see if we can develop the monsters from the north and the Goatman. So they've got a settlement going on.
So the monsters have a settlement, and the goatmen don't.
Because they got broke. They all the materials. The materials look oddly familiar in that new monster settlement.
So we
They're
haven't
taken away
established.
from the peak tree.
So we haven't established where the goat people are, right?
No, they've kind of
not
just been
particularly.
nomadic out in the middle of nowhere.
Just
Right.
like
So let's discover their sparsely protected camp or nomadic roving group, and then the project B, we take them in as refugees from the monsters, and that also boosts our numbers up for
Okay.
population
and our diversity.
and our diversity.
Okay, how long do you think that's going to take?
Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 2. I mean, just moving the settlement is going to be the harder part.
3 weeks?
Yeah, so probably to build 3 to 4 weeks. I'd say 3 unless anyone thinks longer
Okay,
for temporary housing.
your temporary house.
Let's see.
Okay. And then you can have a discovery, a project, or a discussion.
Let us also discover that there is a. No, I was gonna add rebel group. I'm like, no, we've had plenty of rebel groups.
And what are
going
they
on.
rebelling against? There's currently no laws.
Yeah.
We still hate old people.
There's no old
Maybe a
people.
cult/religion forms around the mana crystals because we haven't established the spirituality of our people.
Okay.
So maybe it's the worship of the mana. I'm not sure if it's big or not, but it's begun.
There's at least like a decent
A
portion
following.
of people that follow this crystal religion.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and write your notes, and I will get set. Actually, 2 projects finish. And 1 project goes down a tick. Stephanie, what's your trade union look like? Stephanie? Stephanie?
Okay, and now she's dead this time. I'm sure of it.
Oh,
She
no.
actually just died.
I like that you spelled it Religion.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. I hear you.
Hello.
Do you hear us?
Yeah, David did a dumb.
Oh!
Oh no.
He bumped the internet cord.
Just gonna draw a little
But I think we're good now.
house over Goatman.
Tila wants to sit on the couch. She's not allowed on so bad.
5 minutes straight now.
I agree. It's a perfect perch for her, but she simply cannot sit there.
7. Your law and order. No, I'm sorry. Your trade union. Because you need to make an economy in every fucking game you play. Is complete. What does that look like?
I'd say so. The mercantile class basically creates a like a guild of sorts. So everyone kind of it has to like be a part of it. So like the craftsmen, for example, if they want to sell their wares, they have to basically make an agreement, like make a contract with the trade union. So that gives them a bit of political power as well. So I'd say if possible, if it's not too much of a stretch within the like parameters of the project, I'd say they get a representative in the
Okay. Representative in the court.
yeah, basically there's someone to represent the merchant class. So it's just one person for now, but they it's a semblance of power in the society. So
Okay. Go ahead and write those down in Corey's week 3 notes. And Law and Order also completes. And I'm going to say that it's basically a negotiation, and this might tie into the trade union as well. The negotiations open up, and
Negotiations have failed.
they basically the like they're able to reestablish like law and order into the city, like make it so that like there's actually like law enforcement, make it so that there's how do you want to say this, make it so that there's basically like people able to be protected, but also new laws are introduced so that like the people that are in the higher up like the class that is what's it called, like the people that are established leaders and elected officials, there's more checks and balances for them that are introduced to basically, like, if someone is abusing their power, they're able to be removed. Does that make sense?
And that crystal guy.
Like, just basically those in the upper echelons are no longer like, I'm rich, so that now I'm rich and I have magic, so now I'm invulnerable to everything. Like, now there's like, okay, well, we can see that you're embezzling, like, your crystal, like, your
You're
crystal
getting high
wealth.
off your own supply, sir.
So, like, obviously, we, like, are going to vote to remove you from office. It's like democracy, but it works. So now it's like
So you got rid of the politicians.
a democratic meritocracy instead of just like a meritocracy. Does that make sense?
It's okay. It won't work for long. I've created a capitalistic society.
Yeah, I know.
So...
So I'm gonna add onto this government reform for a democratic meritocracy mageocracy council. Okay, cool. Next up is... That was Corey's turn?
No? Or yeah, I just went.
Okay, so that means it's my turn. Okay, let's draw a card. And hope it's not the King of Winter. It's the Seven of Spades. Okay. Let's see. I got an easy one. What is winter like in this area? How do community members react to the weather? It's fucking cold. We live in the mountains. We live like in the summer we were storing our food in ice. Like
that was the biggest technological advancement society ever made.
It's like below zero. Like,
we put this ice in a box. I wonder what we should call it.
Like, Canada is hotter than this. Like, it snows. Like, when it snows, it fucking snows. But I think that, like, the people that traveled here, they kind of were, like, already expecting that, because it was cold when we got here in the summer. It's probably gonna be real goddamn cold in the winter. So I think that there's like...
Do they know about seasons? Small question. Where do they come from? What's been happening before this winter?
I want you to think about what you just said. Do people know about seasons?
I don't know how new this world is. I don't know what's going on with the nuances of it.
Well, there was an apocalypse. There was an end of the world, which means that there was probably an established world already.
Oh.
And we've literally been going through the seasons, so there are at least 3.
People weren't like, this isn't a sudden shock of like, oh shit, what the fuck? It was hot. It was hot.
I retract my statement, sir.
39 weeks ago. Why is it cold now?
I've made an error.
I'm gonna go drive the car to work, but I don't understand why sometimes it goes dark at 6 o'clock and why sometimes it goes dark at 10 o'clock.
But I think that they were like prepared for this. Like they got their fucking parkas, they got their fucking like cold weather clothing. there's still some people that are like, no, man, it's not cold until it reaches like -20. Like, everyone knows someone like that. But I think that they are prepared for the cold weather. Let's see. People. Winter is fucking cold, but the people were aware of this on arrival and had made proper preparations. So is it discovery, project, or discussion? We got a lot of shit going on. I don't know what we need. What do we need?
You can add something we don't need.
I know I could, but I don't want to. Oh, I can take order off the scarcity list. Okay. It's just like these other times that we played, I was like, yes, I know exactly what I want to do, the kind of projects that I want to perform. But it's been so long, I don't remember.
It's fine. The world's likely gonna end at some point. I don't know when.
It's not that the world ends, it's just that it stops being a quiet year.
Hasn't been quiet. We've been at war with
Been
the
some
map.
things going on.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something fucking cool. I'm gonna start a project for a we already have hospitals, I'm guessing, but I want to start a branch of the hospital that specializes in giving like the crafting of robotic body parts,
Like
cybernetics to give to people that need them, because we have been through like a lot of battles and a lot of wars and stuff. I think it
So
would
we
make
probably have a
sense
lot
for prosthetics to be developed.
Yeah. I like that.
So I'm gonna say this isn't so much the creation of prosthetics, more of like the beginning of like being able to produce and distribute them. I'm gonna say this takes 4 weeks. And I don't know how to draw that, but
Do the little caduceus, you know?
the caduceus, I'll try.
Like the stick with the snakes.
With the wings on the side. Yep, that's definitely a caduceus. I don't know what that looks like, but yep, there it is. And then the go up at the top. Cool, there it is.
How long is that gonna take?
I'm gonna say 4 weeks. Oops. What is it? Prosthetic.
And I thought caduceus was pronounced catechist. Now I feel stupid.
You should. I can't believe that I spelled prosthetic correctly, but I misspelled distribution.
Distribution is how he spelled it.
Right.
It's a B, not a
Oh, that's
B is in boy.
The strip.
There we go. Cool. So that takes 4 weeks. Food storage goes down a week. Am I? Oh, yep. Goatman goes down a week. Okay, I'm gonna write my notes real quick. Nope, someone else wrote them for me. Thank you. Nope. Preparations, and a project starts to create and distribute civilian prosthetics. Because we already have the crystal arm cannons and robot parts and stuff. All right. Next up is Travis.
Is B.
Okay. And you get the 3 of spades. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. You always get like the heavy thinkers, Travis. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
So someone comes up with an ingenious solution to a big problem, and as a result, the project finishes early. What was their idea? Or someone comes up with a plan to ensure safety and comfort during the coldest months. Start a project related to this.
Okay, so either I gotta be safe or I gotta be beneficial.
You have to be
What projects are even up?
We have the prosthetic distribution, we have the Goatman, and we have food storage that's going to end at the end of your turn.
Okay. So I can either goat or prosthetic, or I can make everybody safe. Judo, please.
What you think, Travis?
I was getting attacked by a dog. Alright, oh no, she's doing it. She just likes to like lean up against me and just like lick directly into my face. And I'm just like,
Oh, she likes you.
I'm her third favorite. Blah. Stop aiming for my nose.
I mean, to be fair.
That's what the fucking treats are, I guess. Stop it.
Not where I was going with that, but okay.
Okay, so prosthetics or Goatman, and then
or you can do your own, start your own project.
Make a mega safety project. All right, I'm gonna make a safety project, and that's right, guy who puts cows in boxes is back, and he has a new project to keep.
I hate him.
Safe.
What's his name, Travis? Since you've introduced him so many times.
I think I wrote it down somewhere. I definitely wrote it down in the doc somewhere. But he is going, the project that he is starting along with his compadres. They are pretty much making cavalrymen with some almost horses or something.
He's making cavalry with almost horses.
Yeah, because this is Apocalypse Land. They don't have regular horses anymore. They're almost horses. Is there a spot for characters? His name has to be in here somewhere. I know I wrote it down. I'll find it later.
It's Marfa O'Hunters.
Oh yeah, Marfa O'Hunters.
And he speaks like a southern gentleman.
Exactly. And he is the head honcho of the cavalrymen of almost horses. I thought the official name, but
all right. Have fun figuring out how to draw that.
I will, and I'm gonna say it will take 3 weeks.
Okay, I do have to ask. Someone comes up with a plan to ensure safety and comfort during the coldest months.
Oh, true.
Where does the comfort come from this?
The comfort of knowing that we don't have to rely on crystal old men to keep us safe.
Okay.
Okay, but that's a mental comfort. I want some actual blankets, please.
It's a internal warmth, emotional warmth.
So this sounds
Listen,
like the new religion.
all of our ice is being used to keep our meat cold. So we
Ugh.
can't. So it's
I
it's
do like
automatic.
kept my meat warm.
There's
Ugh.
there's no ice in here, so it's warmer in here. That's how it works.
Oh yeah, I never drew the church.
We took all the cold out.
Oh yeah, you never go to
Uh,
church.
You can
fucker.
sleep next to a giant cow. Like they're running.
Oh yes, me, my husband, and his almost horse.
I'm gonna just draw a purple crucifix.
All right.
Okay, but like cows are actually pretty intelligent creatures. I imagine they probably like, and they don't really give a shit. So you probably could breed war cows.
We can't let them out of the box, Stephanie. Are you crazy?
Dude, war bulls. Oh my god.
Yeah. What if we?
Yeah,
what if there were
war-
war bulls?
We're not
somebody
cavemen. We
start
put
a
animals
project-
in boxes.
And then
Someone
we-
needs to start a project to create a branch of the military that is cavalry but with war bulls.
That can be the next project, but right now it's about keeping the people safe, not going
It's
to
not
war.
cavalry, it's the Calvary.
I hate
Oh
you.
my god.
I hate you.
I'm drawing a cow now.
I hate you.
I'm drawing a cow with a cyber eye. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
That's
Have fun.
representation.
Have fun drawing
Yeah, I think that'd be
your
really
almost
fucking cool.
horse.
I will.
It's a horse, but it has 5 legs, so it goes 25% faster.
That's math, baby.
Okay. So you have that idea
Alright, I have to do a
down.
thing still. I got too distracted thinking about how to draw a horse. For my turn, I am going to
Kill a man.
I am going to make a discovery.
Mm-hmm.
And it's discovered that there has been notable movements of the tech society to start unearthing the advanced tech hidden in the desert. They want to be more advanced tech society.
Okay. Have fun drawing that. and
That'll
I
be
will
much
do that.
easier. I got you. Let's draw a little mine cart, right? Between the sand and the city. And then I just gotta fill it with technology.
Call that sand in the city.
In the city. Okay. So go ahead, write your notes down for that. In week 5. And once you do, John can make his notes for the new stored food storage project.
Yes. So where would I write that?
Well, you're not going to write it anywhere yet. You're going to tell
Oh.
us what it is.
So, it has less to do with actual invention and more to do with managing the supply chain of distribution and maintaining it. People are taught on how to keep food, how to preserve food, how not to waste it, and how to extract the most from it. Bones and broth and whatnot, and leftover meats can be extracted through various means. You can use basically spreading out what's already there. Obviously, there's not enough time to grow new food or access any. And that's where the basis of it comes from. Teaching people how and what methods to use what's already there.
Okay. And I'm guessing like part of this is like your cannery that you were talking about, of like how to like preserve your food and properly.
I'm thinking, right, with it being winter, food can't really go spoil as much. I guess things can get freeze dried, for example, if being left cold too long and might lose humidity. But the worst part about that might be livestock getting to it, or not livestock, more animals. Canning is like a really inventive process and is actually fascinating. I don't think they can invent canning, but rather, given
have
how
robots.
convenient the weather. Oh, true. Well, yeah. All right, never mind. They'll also introduce how to Well, canning is like a long-term process. I'm being silly with this. Yeah, they learned how to can and jar.
Let's
Okay.
go.
I don't just like do it properly. Maybe like there's been some revolutionary addition to it.
Lester P. Can invented canning.
Okay. So Travis, go ahead and write your notes, and John, when you see that he is done, go ahead and add your notes onto that as well. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. So with that turn done, whose turn? I believe it's Stephanie next. Yes.
Yep.
All right. That is the 10 of winter. Oh man.
Oh, no.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
In preparation for the coming year, the community begins a huge undertaking. Start a project that will take at least 5 weeks to complete. I
Do we
will
have
say-
5 weeks left?
We have 7 weeks left.
Interesting.
Oof. Okay. Okay. So they've discovered, not discovered, but I should say, like, the disease is now evident. The magic stealing disease is now evident, and so there is a project underway to find a cure for it. But as part of that, also how to possibly like weaponize it.
Oh damn. Okay. Right on. Go ahead. And that takes 5 weeks. I don't like that horse.
I'm working on it. It's gonna be the head of the horse.
Is that the head? I thought that was the ass.
No, it's
Okay.
the head of the horse.
Yeah, I think 5 weeks is good because, like, okay, maybe they're trying to cure it, they're trying to like find a way for it, and maybe like along the way there's whoever's funding the project to find the cure is also like, okay, but we need to find a way to use this against our enemies if possible.
I was gonna think like, hey, that's kind of crazy being able to weaponize like or like that. But then I immediately thought like it's very easy to make smallpox blankets, like remarkably easy. So you know what? Yeah, there's probably some way you can do that. Make small
Man.
magic blankets.
Somebody soundbite that. Holy fuck.
It's very easy to make smallpox.
It's really easy to make smallpox blankets. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you
We
just
need that
need
on a
blankets
t-shirt.
for somebody with smallpox. It's that easy.
Listen,
We
it's
need-
very easy.
You guys, when we become rich and famous and we start creating merch for our podcast or for our YouTube channel, we need to have a t-shirt that says that.
It's very easy to make smallpox blankets. Man.
Ingredients, believe it or not, smallpox and blankets.
All right.
So I'm gonna, I don't know. We'll do.
Have fun drawing that.
That's I don't know. I just did a little pentacle thing. That'll be our symbol for the magic disease thing.
All right, let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Okay. All right. And so that is your. Oh, I don't like that horse at all.
It's an almost horse.
It's got like 2 eyes on one side, it looks like.
Now it's looking at the camera.
It's like Ed is evil. Where did this come from?
The pentacle. That's my magic disease.
Okay. Go ahead and label that, please. Actually, I'll label it. Magic disease. And that takes 5 weeks.
Yep.
Okay.
So that was the card, and then I get to start a project. Yes.
You can start a project, hold a discussion, or make a discovery.
Well, that was going to be my project, but it's the card gave it to me.
It's cheating. Continue.
Why is that cheating?
I'm making a joke. I don't care.
He's jonkin.
What's the cavalry group?
That's bringing safety for the middle class, so we don't have to rely on old crystal people.
Can I piggyback off of it to make our bull riders?
Absolutely.
Okay, then yes, I would like to start a project to start training the cavalry, but like they're like raising the.
We're combining the horses with the scary horses with the cows and making evil bulls.
Like the little guy next to it.
Yeah, just to show it's tamed. It's not just a scary horse.
No, they're basically training the bulls for war, like wargs, but bulls, you know, for battle. I'll say because you have to train the riders as well. What, like 3 weeks for that?
Yeah,
That's
I'd say
right.
3 weeks. Because, yeah, that makes sense. If you want to have fun drawing a bowl and all that stuff. And I will go ahead and let you work on writing that.
We need a name for the magic disease.
Magic cancer.
Magic-gitis.
No, it needs to be
Meningitis.
like something that like
Meningitis,
is
that's
deadly,
it.
right? Like something that extinguishes it, or like like the waning.
So kind of like a form of mundanity, right? Like you were saying, mundane.
Hypomania.
If you call it
That's
the
it.
waning, there are going to be millions of jokes made about it.
Fair enough.
The waning?
Yeah, like he got wanged.
Well, we need like because the thing is, sure, there's gonna be like a scientific term for it, but like, what do people call it, right? Like,
Clap.
no, it's not the clap.
Quieting.
Well, what does
Oh,
the
it could be
disease
the
do?
silent thing.
Don't call it
Quickening.
loss. Don't call it
It can only be
loss.
one.
No, what about the silence? Because like you know, silence kind of cancels out magic, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like if the silence gets you.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
What if, as a side effect of the disease, you also go mute?
Ooh, that's flavorful. I like that.
If it goes advanced enough.
Yeah.
Like if you let it go far enough, yeah, I think that's good.
And it's not that you can't talk; it's just that no one can hear your voice anymore.
Oh, I like that a lot.
That's double
Twilight
spooky.
Zoned.
Wait, out of curiosity, can those who have it also start to like hear the people who also have it?
I
No?
don't know.
All right,
They
never mind.
can't tell us.
That's good.
Right on the whiteboards and auto erases.
That could be part of your discovery. Is that it? Not only does it like make you lose magic, but it also you lose your voice.
Cool. I'll
When you
figure
get
that out
a moment.
when we find out the cure.
Yes. If. Let's see here. Sorry, looking something up. Okay. Next.
The only way to cure it,
Who's the next
a
one?
manaectomy.
Ugh. So that was Stephanie. John, it's your turn.
Oh shit! Give me that card.
Here's your card, dude. That's the 8 of winter. All right.
Winter.
Oh my god, dude. You always get these cards.
The ace
Is it weird? Well, it's fine. I felt like we came to a pretty good conclusion with magic silence, so we're good there.
Okay. Winter is harsh, and desperation gives rise to fear-mongering. Choose one. Spend a week calming the masses and dispelling their violent sentiments. The week ends immediately. Declare war on someone or something. This counts as starting a project.
Guys, do we want war? And if I want war, war sounds nice.
Do we
Sorry,
want war?
I just realized something. Before
It's almost like
before we do that, I contemplate your idea because I heard you gasp. The Goatman project ends.
Ah.
So what does that housing look like?
Shit. It looks like shit.
It looks like
Pretty
shit.
much. It starts off very simple. Like they pretty much bring their tents into the borders of the city. They kind of set up on the outskirts of it, but then with help from construction crystal mechs, I assume, and people, it does develop into a little goat town.
Who is drawing
with,
a monkey right now?
And it's got their goat,
I
goat
didn't hear.
culture.
I didn't hear Stephanie in Discord, but I heard her across the house. So, I was like, "Who's drawing a monkey?" And I just heard like way in the background. It's not a monkey. I'm guessing
let
it's
it
a
be
warble.
known that Discord is very misogynist.
Cancel Discord.
It's a bull. It's meant to be a bull.
Right on.
I see it.
It didn't
I
have the
see the
horns
vision.
when I first saw it. It just looked like a little monkey man.
Can I
Anyway,
get a counter on it, please?
Don't milk that cow.
Gross.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a bowl.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't do it.
You okay, Corey?
It's
Yeah.
good. You gotta give him credit. He is correct.
I feel like that's good advice. I don't know why you're giving me shit. No.
That picture of the guy, I guess.
So yeah, the goat people move in. They seem like peaceful dudes.
You seem pretty vibe.
They're pretty chill guys.
You can hang.
There's a sharing of cultures. They're a little wary of the magic because they've seen some weird shit from the north. So there's a little bit of tension there. But you know, it's better than dealing with the monster cows up north.
Speaking of cows, what was the project time for the warbles?
For the warbles, it was 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay. So goat men have been integrated into society, and it's not just goat people. I think it was said that they were like people with animal parts, right? Am I
Yes.
misremembering that?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, they're like mutated humanoid animals.
They're like I want to say 40% visibly human. It's like upper half. It's like the guy from Narnia, except less of a satyr and more of an atrocity.
Like one
Like
leg
it's
is
not all in the
crab
same
leg.
place. Like some
Yeah,
of
like
it,
they
like one of their legs might be a goat leg, and they might have a goat horn. And
They might
then
have a
human
toe
chest.
poking out of a hoof on their third
Ugh.
leg.
Ugh,
I don't like
that.
that.
That sounds like a chimera more than anything.
Listen, man,
Uh,
apocalypses are rough.
Go ahead, write that in the notes before we forget to do that. That they have.
I wonder if
integrated
ramen meat
into
is any good.
society. Probably not, because they're like pack animals, not. You know.
They're just two-headed cows, aren't they?
I mean, they're two-headed mutated cows with tumors growing out of them.
But that's got to be like fatty.
Do you want
That's
to
what-
eat a
that's what they're-
tumor?
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
That's what that's what's delicious meat.
We call them papas.
Yeah. I hate that.
You're contractually obligated not to stop once you start popping.
So
Legally.
Project begins to find a cure for the silence. To weaponize it, Project begins to train bull riders and bulls for war. And then go ahead and write the Goatmen integration as well, please. Yeah. Corey?
Is it my turn?
No, it's you need to write your notes for the Goatmen.
Oh.
Oh shoot! I was supposed to write notes, or was I just supposed to describe how?
No,
the
you were supposed to
disease
write
manifests?
notes
Okay.
for your previous project.
For how your week went.
Oh
Remember?
right, for how the food. Okay, was that week 5 or 6?
That was week 5.
Okay.
I'm week 5.
No,
Okay,
at the end of your week, his project
Oh.
finished, so he needs to write
Okay.
about.
Okay, got it. I was like, huh, do we skip a turn again?
While I'm typing out, are there really any enemies we're still dealing with? Who is considered the enemies, basically, by extension, I suppose, Peak Mountain?
I think we just have a
Um,
lot of unstable relationships.
We have
Yeah, I don't
so
think-
there are actual monsters that live in the north. There are
Lizard people in the south.
lizard people that live in the caves and a city to the south. And then there is the tech society that has progressively been taking more and more stuff from us.
But now we've got Meteor.
And we've got goat friends. And bulls. And
So we
almost
drop the
horses.
rock, and then we send in the cavalry.
The
You
cavalry.
just
I hate it.
make a new nice weapon. I'd be willing to meet these demons use magic. Uh-oh. Shame something happened to that.
And then the crystal mechs go in to mop up.
Or you could just end your week and not start a violent war.
Should I just put a card face down and just end my turn?
It's up to you.
Put a war face
Uh,
down.
I'll put the idea of war face down for later.
Okay, so you spend the week calming the masses,
Yeah,
dispelling their violent sentiments.
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, it has been a crazy last fucking year. Let's not start shit for one fucking week. Can we do that all together now?
It starts a war. No.
your week.
I guess we won't war.
So the week ends immediately.
Yeah.
All projects shift. Warbles. Warbles sounds weird to say. I need to say that. It just feels weird. It's a weird mouthfeel. Who's next? That would be Corey.
I'm after John. So.
Yeah. John, week 7. Spent week calming masses. No turn taken. So then Corey for week 8. Pulled the 2 of spades for you. See, whoops, wrong tab. A headstrong community member takes charge of the community's work efforts. A project fails and then a different project finishes early. Or a headstrong community member tries to take control of the community. How are they prevented from doing this? Due to the conflict, project dice are not reduced this week.
Let's see. We only have the what? Or we have the 2 projects.
We have
3?
Warbles, prosthetic distribution, and the magic disease cure.
Let's see. Well, prosthetic distribution is about to finish. I want Warbles, definitely.
But do you want magic cancer?
Do I want?
Do you want magic
it
cancer
end
to be
magic
cured?
cancer? It's probably good to end magic cancer, because...
But Core, keep in mind, you don't get magic cancer, so this in no way affects you and your life.
I guess it could just do the delay.
A real push the button situation.
Headstrong community member tries to take control of the community. How are they prevented from doing this? Due to the conflict, project dice are now reduced this week. So, let's say
somebody once
tries to take headstrong community member tries to take control of, say, the super weapon, but they are stopped by goat person
we have a
nearby,
goat person
and that
hero.
by goat
The
person
goat people,
hero.
they're friends.
And now they're ingratiated into the society thanks to
Improve their
goat
words.
person.
Okay.
He rode in on an almost horse and stopped him.
Ugh.
The goat riding an almost horse.
He has a third leg draping off the back of the horse.
No, I don't like it.
That's his like extra melee weapon. He can kick as he goes while still maintaining perfect balance on the horse.
I hate that.
I don't
And
like it at all.
I'd like to say the headstrong member was a former member of the Technology Rejectors Acceptors.
The Technology Rejector Acceptor?
Yes.
No, the Technology Rejector Acceptor Reject. Because he was a former member.
So he was one guy that they didn't like, and so he's been rejected.
No matter what, it doesn't
he's
matter
he's seceded from the group again.
He got kicked out of that group.
God, imagine getting kicked out of 3 groups.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own society. Gets blown up by a goat.
Okay, so no projects go past a week. I believe that is the no. You get to start a project, a discussion, or a other third thing.
I would like to start a discussion.
He's discussing.
He's discussing. He's gonna discuss.
He's whipping his discussion out.
He's whipping his thesis out.
I'm
So-
gonna do it.
Greetings, everyone. Now that the super weapon is fully operational, I'm totally different guy from the old person that tried to take over while I was back, by the way.
You're on a video call in the jail cell.
I would like to discuss who we should use it on first. Because, listen, we got this super weapon, and we're not using it. And that's taxpayer money right there going to waste.
So next, I guess it goes in turn order.
I think so.
Yeah.
So who would talk after him? I guess it would be me. Just because we have a super weapon doesn't mean we have to use it. Like that's kind of backwards thinking. Like the weapon's supposed to be a deterrent, not a okay, now that we have it, we have to use it.
Well, we've got to prove
No,
that it
shut the
works.
fuck up. Not your turn. I have the talking stick. Travis.
See, if I had the super weapon, this wouldn't be a problem.
Stop talking!
Here's my discussion. Blam. Well, as just a simple farmer who puts animals in boxes and also
Fucking
trains
hate
people
him.
to ride on the animals, I also agree that you could hang a shotgun up in your foyer. It doesn't mean you'd have to shoot somebody with it. You know what I mean? But if a wolf starts going into your chicken coop, then you go get the shotgun from the foyer. So I think it's okay to just leave it alone for now. We don't need people to know how much firepower we got packing. They just need to know that we got it. So the fact that we have a big old floating crystal, I think is well work enough.
Stephanie.
I think that while it's good that we have the super weapon, we don't want to antagonize them. This can very quickly become an arms race, and relations with the tech society have already been strained. So I think we should keep it in our back pocket if we need it and not antagonize anyone any further.
John.
I think we need a functional test run. There was that old guy a while ago who tried to take over society. I think we should just aim for him.
We
You
don't
know,
know where he
I
is.
get the feeling it'd be a nice little
Aim
test
for
run.
a single.
As a reminder,
individual.
there was an event where it was discovered that he escaped, so we don't know where he is.
Yeah, we don't know where he is. We should make it like a mission to like
Start a
find
project.
him and use it on him as like principle. Like, don't fuck with us. What do you think, person who began this discussion, who is not that man?
Well, I think that guy
Old
had some.
old man with a mustache, which is a different
Yeah,
color from the rest of his hair.
Mustachioed man.
I think that guy had some very valid points. I understand.
Oh,
Some emotions were raised. Some feelings were hurt. But I'm just saying, there's a tower right over there, right within perfect range. We can just take out
45
that
feet
deterrent.
away.
It's only 45 feet away.
I can
I
see
didn't
it.
know how
Points.
far it is exactly. I thought the nature of these lands was kinda unmeasurable. You know, it's kind of how we've always lived things. Things
No.
just
Listen, we,
hate.
we got
Right.
magic tech, and I know it's 9
30
squares
All right,
away.
so discussion ended.
A 15-foot long desert with like buried treasure under it.
Go ahead.
So it sounds like it's
write your
3
notes.
to 2 against using
Blowing
the
something up.
weapon.
Yes.
Doing it just to
You
do
know
it.
what? I'm taking contempt just for the project being raised, or the question being raised.
I'm pissing on the moon.
I'm taking
What do you think of
contempt
that,
for your-
Obama?
taking your
You
contempt
idiot.
for your contempt.
I don't know if you can do that, but oh, hey guys, guess what card I just pulled?
The first drawing of the
shepherd?
Frost Shepherd.
This is the first drawing of the Frost Shepherds. I'm going to put that aside and shuffle it back in after the next card, so we don't just pull it twice in a row.
See, if that had ended the game, I would like to say the super weapon fires anyway. Fix black.
oh, you have to start a project for that.
We discover it fires anyway.
So on your week, nothing, like no
progress.
progress happens. So next card gets pulled. The 4 of Spades. I believe this is my turn now. Holy
Yeah.
shit. I actually love this. Finally, a card that I really want to get.
He's bringing his love out.
All the animals and young children are crying and won't stop. Hold a discussion about this in addition to your regular action for the week. Or a great atrocity is revealed. What is it? Who
Oh
uncovers
no,
it?
the old man, he's back.
I fired it anyway.
I
Wow,
think
he
you'll
didn't have
find
the
the crystal
clearance.
is quite operational.
I'm afraid your friends will die.
I think a great atrocity is revealed.
Yeah.
So the lizard people have been
Sentient the whole time.
no. They've been like coming in and stealing children and stuff, which is a known
Our justified
thing.
youth.
Now that we can stop them from being tangible, though, we've been able to like stop them from going in, and one of them is killed, and an autopsy reveals that this is a person that went disappeared in the mines.
Lizard people are our people.
And it is discovered that they are actually being purposely mutated by the Tech Society.
Oh Jesus.
That's a big discovery.
We should blow them,
Alright.
we should listen to the old man blow them up.
How about now?
How about fuck off?
We have to grant emergency chancellor powers to the old man.
Yeah, we just told people we should stop warring. Ah, please.
I would like to start a project to find Jar Jar.
It's not your
Binks
turn yet.
To convince him to.
We're about to
give me
run out
some-
of cards, actually.
Jar Jar Binka.
Let's blow this up. what's your project, Rylan?
My-
Or
my-
discussion?
my
or
project
or
is
was
to
that
tell you
the
to
dis-
shut up.
Yeah. It's gonna take a few weeks for that.
Yeah, it's gonna take fucking 6 weeks to do. Damn.
Yeah.
'Cause you just won't shut the fuck up. Christ.
Yeah, and it might fail.
I'll make you fail. I think I'm gonna start a project. We start mounting for war. Like,
I knew I shouldn't skip my turn.
no. So start a project, hold a discussion, or what else? Make a discovery. I'm gonna make a discovery. It turns out that the Stone City was not empty, and there's actually a because it's me and I need to do it in every game that I'm in. There's a race of dwarves that have been living in the underneath of the Stone City, and they have started
been-
to come up.
They've just been hanging out.
They've had like their own resources below ground, but now they're looking up.
Now they're hungry.
Like they're
Like they come upstairs and like, wait, who built this city around our yard?
yeah, basically.
What is this collapsed, burned, abandoned peak tree chassis?
They were hiding from the apocalypse, finally came out, and we're like, oh shit.
Oh shit! People built around.
You guys didn't talk to a guy that promised to optimize your magic for unlimited gain, right? And then you
Yeah, we
like,
kicked them
yeah,
out of
he has
our
a-
society, and he's kind of went a little crazy, you know. He had space aids.
No, I don't know anything about that.
To have been living underneath the Stone City. Okay. And next is who is next? Oops. Who is next?
I'm after you.
So that was me.
Yes, it's me.
You were after me. Okay. Travis. It's week 10. We're getting really
What more
close.
dilemma am I gonna get today?
Oh, actually, before your turn ends, the prosthetic project ends.
What?
And yeah, distribution of civilian prosthetics starts to occur.
Soon we can get cow prosthetics and get mecha cavalry.
Mecha
Oh.
I
bull.
hate that you call them that. It hurts my
Is
tongue.
it better if we call them war Tauruses?
No.
Battle bulls. Then we get some alliteration.
All right, battle bulls.
Battle bulls.
Battle bull.
BBs for short.
Battle bull.
There are little BBs.
They are little BBs. Okay. 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 Week 10. Queen of Winter.
I'm ready.
You see a good omen. What is it?
A blue moon.
A blue moon.
Also, right above the red moon, oddly enough.
Oh,
Wait
no.
a minute.
There's been 2 moons this whole time.
And they start battling.
Okay, I guess
Sir,
that's your
another
turn.
moon has-
No.
Mr. President,
Oh, is
another
it-
moon
is that
has
it?
hit the map.
Yeah, you see a good omen. What is it?
Oh, that's I just have to think of a good omen. Okay. I was like, I made a joke. Where's my second option so I can take it seriously? All right, a good omen. Okay. So a blue moon would be very funny, but I won't do that.
Sir, Mr. President, another moon has hit the map.
I didn't catch a word of that.
Yeah, it was very quiet.
Oh, I said, Mr. President, a second moon has hit the map.
Oh my god.
Dear
Why did I ask you to
God.
repeat yourself?
I'm glad he did.
You know, I'm surprised it took this long to get our first 9/11 reference in.
It's not our first 9/11 reference. We made references about Peak Tree and Peak Mountain both being hit.
Sorry, saying this is the
Don't.
second joke to hit.
No, this is the third joke. What the fuck are you saying?
This one's the Pentagon.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Anyway, good omen. After we talked about what's the good omen after 9/11 in the Pentagon?
You're gonna
Man, there is
fucking
a-
FBI is gonna break down your door.
you talking about moons or 9/11? Good 'em. We do have a lot of bad going on, so a good omen would do us some good. Let's see what fun good omen could I see? God, I keep thinking, what if a blue moon? It's like no,
I mean,
bad.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I know it's not, but I want to not just like be like a no you to the bad omen. Alright,
What's the color
I've
wheel?
got it. I've got it. So the good omen is
A TV show that you really like.
yeah, Law and Order comes back on. So it's just something to do with the time of year, time of day, something. But just the way this, it's a bit morbid, but the way the sun hits the crystal of the super weapon, just cascades a beautiful light array, just kind of bounce around the upper echelon of like the crystal barrier or whatever. So for just one day, Aurora Borealis just happens inside town.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Can you see it? Yes.
In this part of town,
I would
at this
say-
time of day.
Would you guys
Localized
agree?
entirely around the super weapon.
Would you guys agree
Yes.
that this could be considered a holiday?
Oh,
Sure.
Giant laser day. I love it.
I was gonna draw some nice line. Damn it. Let me just move.
Nice
that.
blinds.
There we go. And then I'm gonna draw some purple, just to show the full spectacle of color we have going on.
Do you guys think that this could become a holiday?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Just make a note of that.
That's some yellow sparkle.
Okay. So that is
Alright.
your card.
It's my card.
Now,
And for my turn,
I will
so
let you know we have 3 cards left in the deck, and one of them ends the game.
don't worry. So I'll just have to throw in a lot of flavor really quick. So we're going back to the forest.
No, not the forest. It's where
Yeah,
the
we're-
weird
we're
people live.
This is preparing for war. This is preparing for war. I promise. So there's going to be a project started with the technology rejector acceptors. And now that they have a more like the people who the meteor have seemingly started to like form a symbiotic relationship with, they are going to use the same technology that warps people into like kind of semi-controllable flesh beasts, and they are going to start a project to use the same kind of control fucked up technology on some of the captured lizard people.
Okay. Trying to change them back, or trying to change them into fucked up lizard people?
Change them to our side essentially. Change them
Okay.
less feral, still scary and dangerous.
How long
And
do you
in the
think that's gonna
hands
take?
of I would say 2 weeks, just because the process of warping people is pretty simple. Just like
It's a proven
Yeah.
method now.
yeah, but 2 weeks is for like seeing if they have the same kind of like have control over the people as they will the lizards. That's 2 weeks.
Okay, go ahead and draw that somewhere. I'll go ahead and
Draw a
copy a
little
lizard
lizard.
person over to you.
Thank you. I'll put a little rune on him. I'll give him little horns.
Okay. And you said how long? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Well, I'm gonna say 3 because fuck you. And this is gonna be the technology rejector acceptor lizard people.
Yes.
God damn it.
Did he stutter?
Okay. That title just keeps getting longer.
And so does their history.
The lore of like these 18 people.
Okay.
They've been through much.
So that's gonna take 2 weeks. Battle Bulls are done. What does that look like?
Battle Bulls. So Jerry's now a contingency of the army. They're like a mix of like cavaliers and like barbarians almost. Like they are taught to like harness their rage and like connect with their mounts. And so they're like, what do you call them? Like berserkers. There you
Okay.
go.
Berserker. Okay. That is. Go ahead and make sure you guys write your notes, as I'm not watching it anymore.
Also, I feel like Magic Disease should be down one more count, shouldn't it?
No, it was at 5 weeks, and Battle Bulls was created with 3, so I just lowered it.
Oh, that's right. We skipped a week. That's right.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. Next card. 3 left in the deck. 9 of Spades. This
No.
is for Stephanie. After you finish writing your notes. Oh man, this makes me happy. Stephanie,
Yeah.
keep in mind that this magic cancer has, at the end of your day, we'll have 1 turn left, and there are 2 cards in the deck. Someone goes missing. They're alone in the winter elements. Choose one. The community organizes constant search parties, and eventually the person is found. Project dice are not reduced this week, or no one ever hears from that person again. If you look for this person, the magic disease cure it is impossible that it will be found before the frost people come.
Yeah. No, sorry guys, I need to cure magic cancer.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, what's he done for us?
So we haven't really established a whole lot of recurring characters.
I got one. I got a farmer.
But we do have we do have the representative of putting clouds in boxes.
I think he's our main character, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's the center of all this.
Needs to be an NPC when this becomes a game.
I'm going to he goes out into the forest to basically like I imagine part of his job is to like go out and try to capture like feral cows.
Wait, you're killing my cow man?
Yeah, you didn't pick up on that?
No, she's not killing them. No one ever hears from them again.
He
Maybe our
goes out
party
and
comes
collects
across
the
him.
cows and,
We can't have an NPC of him now.
you know, maybe he just grew tired of the, like maybe you know what happened.
He grew tired of putting animals in boxes. Stephanie, get real.
No, he was upset that his discovery of putting cows in boxes has been corrupted into using now the battle bulls in battle, and so he decides to just go off into the wilderness, and no one ever hears
Society
of him.
limits his
I'm taking
ability of
contempt.
animals in
Take a
boxes.
contempt, do it.
I am.
Society limits his ability.
Who am I
put
supposed to
animals
be
in
in
boxes.
group meetings now?
This is
Don't
sad.
worry, there probably won't be another one.
John, start a group meeting so I can complain more.
Okay, so he is gone. And you can start a project, hold a discussion, or make a discovery.
I'm making him come back as a ghost.
But
He
that
doesn't
means
have
he's
to.
dead.
Then you are the person that kills him off. Right now, he's just missing.
Yeah, he's just missing.
Schrodinger's animal put in boxer.
Let's see. I will think of something.
You will, right now, and it'll be a good one
Oh
too.
no! Oh no! The pressure.
It's a good thing. You deal well under pressure.
We have a. Did you? There's the like war against the thing. The war against Texas.
I was
Started
going to
that?
make a war against the Tech Society, but I did something else that I can't remember.
You mean the atrocity?
Yes, I did I found the atrocity, and then I was like, oh, we need to go to war, don't we? And then what did I do instead? I didn't draw it on the map. Oh, I did the discovery of the Dwarven people. Because I was like, oh, we're running out of time, and I didn't introduce dwarves yet.
Okay, so I'm going to. I don't know if it's feasible to do this in a week, but would it be possible to start a project to see if it would be possible to maybe not like reverse the physical mutations in the lizard people, but maybe like whatever happened to them mentally, like to just start a project to see if you can bring
Make
them
them sentient.
Yeah, bring the people inside of them out, even if their bodies might not be.
So we have 2 weeks left, and one of those is going to be the Frost Shepherds, which ends the game immediately. I don't think that there is enough time to like reasonably put a project together for that.
Doesn't
That's
mean
fair.
that it can't be in progress.
I was gonna
And
say,
then
You can
Stephanie,
do
do
it.
it
It's just the
anyway.
game is going to end before it's complete.
Add it to the lore.
Stephanie,
Yeah,
do it anyway, and then
this
just take
last
the
round
point
is
of
just lore
that.
dump. Lore dump is hard as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a project that's 6 weeks long.
But the lore.
All right. Well, then I will say.
If you rush it and make it only like take 1 week, like you just take a point of contempt, like easy.
I don't know. Like everything I want to do, there's no time for.
Well, you can make a discovery. You can hold
the
a discussion.
I will say. Oh God. I will start a discussion then.
Okay, hold your discussion. Bet you won't.
So, as a representative of the trade union specifically, I believe that these never-ending wars are hurting the economy. And while there's been a lot of advancement technologically in our weaponry, it's going to become detrimental soon. So,
Travis, you didn't take contempt. You just
Yeah, I did.
you just deleted it and didn't do anything.
What are you talking about?
wouldn't it be better if we
My contempt's at 3.
if we attempted to find common ground with our enemies instead of going to war and resorting to that violence every time.
John, it's you.
Like, I want to make reference to being, it was a pretty quiet year, all things considered, which is how
He did it. He
so
said the
really rich
line.
guy
We
said.
win the game.
Quiet year was the justified
How
youth we
about-
made along the
How about
way.
how about we have an even quieter year next year? I'm down for that.
Okay, so John wastes his turn. Corey.
No, he's pretty much saying yes to peace is what I got from that.
That's not what I got. I got him. I'm gonna make a reference.
and then
This game we're playing, right?
This is I forget. This is a very serious game, and all of our decisions must be made very logically. My apologies, gentlemen.
Listen, the
here
attack
comes
on our
Emperor Palpatine.
miners' lives have left them scarred and deformed.
Oh, fuck off! I said no memes!
No, more me.
drop the lore, drop the lore.
So, they have already committed hostilities against us. It is time for us to respond in kind. They struck the first blow. We must strike back.
They've attacked us with clones. Now it's time to
It will be
Right.
the revenge of the
revenge
shit.
of the. Yeah, no, fuck off. I think that it's weird that we have a old man in this room as part of this discussion, seeing
On a
as
Zoom
all of the
call.
old people got put in prison for rebelling.
I am 25 years old.
You did not age well.
How do you
I
do,
think
fellow
I
youth?
think that we need to be prepared for war. I think it makes sense, and to be fair, the war has always been a very good and profitable business.
War never changes.
Shut your mouth. It's your turn next. We have surveillance in place to protect us. We have weapons of war to protect us. I think that I don't know where I'm going with this, honestly, but we just need to be prepared for if war does come to our lands. They've taken our resources.
They're
They've-
spying on us.
spying on us. They've taken our people. I think at this point we have very little option. Travis.
So are we discussing war with the lizard people or the tech society? Just to clear.
Just war in
Society.
general is bad.
Oh, just war in
or
general.
if it is good.
So we're just discussing war.
Or you could be the guy that's like, I don't know, I think we need to go finish those tech rejects before we deal with tech society.
Well, I know I just got this position because of nepotism, because of my father, who is unfortunately missing at the moment. But I do think,
Fuck you.
I do think we need to take more of a defensive position. For now, tech society is obviously trying to be up to something fierce, but we got to be ready for it. But to instigate it would be would just be a detrimental. And I do declare, I was talking to a member of the forest people earlier, and I do not think the lizard people will take too kindly to us trying to rehabilitate him while we also have a facility trying to unhabilitate him. You know what I mean?
And Stephanie,
reminds
close it
me
out
so
your
much
question.
so much of his
I
father.
think that while it is wise to prepare ourselves for war, we should do everything we can to avoid it. It's not just about the economy, but it's about our people as well.
Our people are dying.
Next
Our
turn.
people.
Oh my
Okay, they're not
god.
dying, but they're turning into lizard people, which is not cool.
John.
Did I not already go?
No. Stephanie just went.
It's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Yes, draw me a card. The final
project,
card.
but
There
project
are-
dice.
There are two.
50-50 shot
No,
here.
no, I did those before your turn was over.
Okay.
John, the card that I pulled
Let it be done. This has been the name of Pig Tree.
of the two cards that I pulled, I with King of Spades being the Frost Shepherds arriving, I pulled the 5 of Spades.
Beans. All right.
Winter elements destroy a food source.
God damn it!
Uh-oh.
If this was your
Worked on that.
only food source at a scarcity, or winter elements leave everyone cold, tired, and miserable. Project's dice are not reduced this week.
No scarcity, John, please.
So
It's
either
revenge
cancer
of
keeps
my
going.
destroyed Pig Tree.
John, please. I tried to help the forest people. Don't
No.
hurt.
You wasn't enough.
Okay. If you think
No, hold
reasonably
on.
on this,
I'm-
we have
I
multiple
will-
food sources. So you just need
I
to
was
destroy
gonna
one.
say. I know. I'm not that fucking cruel. I would be in justified youth, however, which is pretty base.
Pretty big.
Pretty on brand.
Admittedly, even I helped contribute to the idea of food resources being well balanced, managed, preserved, and whatnot. Literally, I planned around this before this card was even drawn or knew of its existence. A food source is absolutely destroyed. I'm pushing the button, turning the key.
Ice melted.
Oh.
We can't keep it cold anymore.
Yeah, ice melted, so now all that's left is fucking food preserves.
Watery.
it's
Crates
so
full of water and
cold.
chicken.
It's so cold, everything that's frozen just stays frozen. You can't get it anymore. It can't even thaw.
It turns into blue ice and it's sealed forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll cross out one of the food productions then. So don't start a project. It would be a waste.
Make a discovery or talk to us.
Make a discovery or hold a discussion.
I'll be like, so how was your guys?
Honestly, I cannot think of anything fucking creative. So I
Just
think
drop
we should
some
hold-
lore. Drop some lore.
All right, all
Last
right,
minute
all right.
lore.
Last minute lore.
In
Sorry.
3 days, a meteor is gonna wipe this whole land clear. That's my discovery.
It's just a giant. Everyone realizes that red moon, the bad omen, was just a giant fucking meteor that's approaching the planet. It's like, oh fuck, that wasn't a moon.
The
That's
omen's
no
getting a lot
moon.
badder today, I think, and a lot closer.
That's no moon. It's a giant fucking meteor.
No, it is a moon. We all blow up.
No, oh, I got it. The moon has a face in it that's slowly starting to open.
Oh god.
What the fuck? That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm keeping that one. The moon's face is slowly starting to open.
What?
Is it like
It's a
Majora's
face,
Mask moon
the
face,
moon.
or is it like Soul Eater moon face?
It's like Majora's Mask.
Oh,
but, like,
no.
You realize like the eyelids are starting to crack open a little bit. There's like
It's
a
too-
mouth.
It's photorealistic. No.
It wasn't noticeable before, but it's like, did it always look like that? And the dad's like, yeah, the moon. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna bring an image on, and you guys can tell me.
I think this moon may have something to do with why the apocalypse happened.
What do you guys
Alright,
think?
here we go. Freehand.
The creepy moon
color.
emoji.
Oh no, not the moon.
Thomas,
No,
is
I'm
that you?
gonna.
Oh god, no.
Malevolent train whistle in the distance.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is
As
this
the moon just
Majora's
collides.
Mask?
It is now. Dawn of the final day. I think maybe the moon is what gave the world magic. That's my new headcanon. It opened its mouth and crystals flew out of it.
All right. With
And
that,
now it has awoken after
with
1
that discovery being
million
made,
years.
what is the magic disease like, or the cure for the magic disease?
Beet juice.
So
That's it.
I will say that at first they're just kind of quarantining people, trying to stop the spread of it. And eventually they find out that it's like an infection in their like aura. But I guess they determine that it's only like it only affects people with specific like magical inclinations.
Mm-hmm.
So they are able to find a cure using like the like magic water and that kind of a thing. But
It doesn't cure everyone.
while it stops it, like it doesn't cure everyone, but it stops the spread. Like it makes you so that you're not contagious, but it doesn't give you your magical abilities back. So I'll say they haven't quite figured out a way to weaponize it at this point, because it only affects certain people, but they are still in the background working on that.
Okay. Go ahead and make sure those notes get written as I draw the final card.
Shit,
What
forgot
is
to write my
it?
notes.
Oh wait, nope. There's one more thing.
Yeah, this is my turn.
How do the lizard? How's that lizard people project go? Huh?
Someone hasn't written their notes yet.
Yeah, I
John.
haven't. So was I week 12?
Yeah, you were week 12.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, the technology rejector, acceptor, lizard people. The project goes decently well. From like some captured lizard people when they walk into the force field, go oh when they're visible and get captured. We we have successfully they successfully have like a small unit of these like warped lizard people.
Mhm.
And it like early tests are going well, but I cannot stress enough how very evil this looks and how it
How
obviously
mutating
insane.
mutants looks real fucked up.
And also like how the monkeys people like they went back to regular society, but they're also still insane people. So like it's really fun that they have access to this now. But yeah, it goes well for them.
Okay.
That's how that goes. I'll write that down.
Go ahead and write that down. Both of you write that down. Write that down. And finally, King of Winter. Game ends.
But what arrives?
It's been a hell of a ride. You thought we were going to heaven. Well,
How does the quiet year become loud is what I'd like to know.
The moon starts screaming and
Moon starts screaming,
It's
Tech Society and Magic Tech Society go to war, the monsters in the north start pillaging the lands.
I guess we'll find that out in the campaign.
Alright.
Who is fucking that?
I'd like my class to be Crystal Mech user.
Yeah, if you
I
guys were
will
gonna
be
make a
a-
character in this world, what would it be?
a druid
I
of
want to make one of
the.
those crystal golem people.
I want to be a
I
Tech
would-
Rejector Acceptor.
I was gonna say I was gonna be a technology acceptor,
Acceptor,
fuck,
rejector.
I don't know.
Yeah,
was gonna
which
be a druid,
subcategory are
basically.
you?
That or I'll choose the Cavalier fighter class and be a Battle Bull.
You'll be a battle bull.
Yeah.
So I think
Not
it
a
would
rider.
be like
You'll be
you
a
would
battle
be
bull.
the cavalry group, or you would take levels into barbarian as well and go with the battle bulls.
Yeah. And oh yeah, multi-class barbarian fighter. 3 levels into Cavalier, rest into barbarian.
That'd be super fun.
Berserker.
I think I speak for everyone where it's like if I wanted to be a warlock, I would be a technology rejector acceptor so that I could like
Yeah.
be one of the people that studied the magic meteor.
One of the people that got the great old one from the Chupa thing that got made like a month ago.
Somebody that worships the bad omen moon.
Oh God, that's terrible.
'There's
2 moons. One's red and is bad omen. The other is fucking terrifying.
a lot of stuff.
Get ready for the
I can't
worst
wait for
omen.
Stephanie to make a merchant.
Head of the merchant guild.
You know, fuck you, but you're not wrong.
I think Corey's gonna play the old man.
I have this like idea of like the head of the trade union. Like I don't know. I'm excited.
What if we played like a level 10 campaign where we were just all heads of different departments?
And we just gotta survive in this wacky, crazy world.
Listen, some people call me a warhawk just because I'm the ripe old age of 29.
Old people don't exist in society. We put them all in jail.
Old
And then a
people need
disease
jail.
came.
Oh, I could play an old rogue.
Yeah, you're hiding, so you can't be seen by the youngs.
Or an old warlock who always uses disguised self to look like they're a regular person.
Are you fucking being fucking Steve Buscemi? What is up, my fellow kids?
What is up, my fellow youths?
Excellent.
Us in
I
our
think
justified
you'll find my
opinion.
youth is fully operational.
The
Why are
youth
you talking
strikes
like
back.
that, you weirdo?
The youth strikes back.
He does it. He goes to do a kickflip and just like totally beefs it.
Dies.
Breaks his ankle.
Breaks his hip.
Oh god. I will play
Return
a low
of the
con,
elderly.
low strength warlock.
So a
The
warlock.
elderly awaken.
I had
The
an idea
elderly.
for a character that was like when we had like the rebellion going, an idea of like this back alley wizard who like had like crystals growing out of his arms and stuff, and just was like depressed wizard.
Well, we had talked about that that guy who I don't know, like the people who are growing like crystals out of the body because they were experimented on, right? Because of
Mhm.
the magic water and stuff. So I think those would be like really cool, like wizards or sorcerers, maybe.
Yeah,
People who put
I could
boxes
see
in
a
animals
see
in
a
boxes would be the
hexblade
druids.
warlock.
I
Or
think they
hex-
would make better rangers if those guys
That makes sense.
of just like fucking Pokemon battlers where they just like
See a
release
They
these
send
boxes and
Horse and
animals come out.
bulls. Yeah, the technology expands so the boxes get smaller and smaller until they're just Pokeballs but cubes.
Yeah. So are the animals.
They're all just Minecraft slimes.
The boxes keep getting smaller, but the animals stay the same size.
God.
So, Corey,
What do
tell
you-
me more about this magic church.
It worships magic.
Nice.
Damn, I haven't thought of that. It's clever.
Yeah. Then they crucified this guy named Jesus.
Oh my god.
That got
That
dark
sounds
fast.
Man, that
What-
turned fast.
What
Yeah,
happened
I
on the
know.
but what happened on the third day?
That was day
Nothing.
2.
Uh-oh.
That was-
The church was established. They crucified a guy.
And on the third day he died.
Yep, he was up there for 3 days.
Nope,
no
he
one
was
did
up there
anything
for
about
one
it.
day. That was day 2 and then day 3.
Yeah, but
God damn it.
from his perspective, day 1 of crucifixion was day 1 of being crucified.
And then he died on day 2.
died on day
I'd
3
say
on the
Magic
third day.
Church probably voluntarily removes their limbs to get magic prosthetics.
I fucking dig that.
Like they dig it that much. So just kind of that thing, like reject not magic, I guess.
Reject the technology, rejector rejects,
Yeah.
and their lizard people.
especially the lizard
if
people.
anyone plays the forest first, they have to have like a note card of like what things they believe in and what things they don't, so they can keep track.
I
See,
forgot.
I
do the
hate
lizard people
technology,
have-
but I
The
like
technology
magic, but I hate-
rejectors are totally druids. Like they're dumb as shit druids, but they're druids.
One of
They're
them's a
good with
wizard.
wood.
That's how dumb they are. For the lizard people, did we establish if they have magic crystals up in them, or was that a disease? Or
I think
something?
they're just feral animals.
They're
Okay.
yeah, they're feral animal people.
Just mutated by Tech Society.
Yeah.
They've been
Okay.
given enhancements by Tech Society
Who's
to
gonna
make
be
them
a
kill
Tech
us better.
Society reject?
So does that mean Tech Society is just Yan T making those fucking brood guards,
Pretty much.
It sounds like.
except technologically advanced?
And able to turn intangible.
They all have
I
invisible.
was talking to Len about this the other day, and I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, and someone then came up with the idea of like mutant lizard people, and he was like, that's freaky. And I was like, yeah, and they also turn intangible, and he's like, that's freaky. And then, and I was like, yeah, so they were going into people's houses and like taking their children and stuff and running away with them, and he's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, that is horrifying.
They could just teleport through the wall.
Yeah,
or-
they can just
or
come through your
fake-
walls and steal your children. That's what they do.
Like, what are you
He's like,
gonna do?
What the fuck? Somebody's gonna end up being a technology rejector, acceptor, lizard person.
Maybe.
And then someone's gonna be a cavalry person.
So the cure me. I forget. Did we establish how the cure works?
The cure makes it so that you can't cast magic anymore, but you don't spread the disease to other people. Which does give me an idea for a fighter that used to be a wizard.
Oh, for some reason I thought there was a cure for the lizard people. being
No,
worked on.
they just
You
know
can't-
how to control them now.
Let me ask you this, Corey. Can you cure a dog to stop being a dog?
I mean,
Well,
technically-
as I was thinking, you could give them sentience back, and they could be the lizard race or the lizard folk race. But then we
I don't
can't
think I don't
exactly give them intangibility unless that gets rid of their intangibility.
Did we establish that? I feel like the lizard people have just been just insane like Gila monsters this whole time. I don't think that they've been like ever been normal.
Yeah.
It's not like putting animals in boxes. It's like this thing is gonna just regular kill you.
All right. Maybe the mystery caves are actually haunted.
Those ghosts were real the whole time.
yeah. I like
It's just the disappearances are the lizard people.
Alright. Now what?
I kind of want to go make lunch.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I haven't not eaten today.
You guys are fucking freaks. If you don't mind looking into the chat, the memes, I posted no context in D&D chat, no context picture.
Jesus.
Which I thought that was funny.
Alright. Well, that was fun. I gotta go get ready to go out, so
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go places.
Where are you going with?
No one, just me.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Just a Stephanie day.